The more I give, the more you want it. Baby, I try real hard to make you happy.
What's going on, party people? This is your favorite professor back in the set. Professor Jabbo Allen is back in the set, ready to rock and roll. So here we go, party people. So I was coming across an article, and I read an article, and it said 18 signs you found your soulmate. Your soulmate. And I've had this conversation with a couple of friends of mine, and we were talking about your soulmate and, do soulmates actually exist? So I'm going to kind of fuse this article and conversations that I've had during the course of, I guess, my life to figure out whether or not I have come across a soulmate or my soulmate, or whether or not have you come across your soulmate. And before I even get into the article, I'm going to just elaborate a little bit on my perspective on the whole soulmate entity. And I look at it as this, and like I said, this is only my perspective. I look at it as, the soulmate person or the partner who's your soulmate has to connect with the inner core of you. Now, I've seen relationships, and they've been together, since high school. That's my soulmate. I knew who that person was since high school, and they've been together since high school. So their souls connected and evolved with each other. But then I said, well, some of us are not that lucky. I know I didn't marry my high school sweetheart. No, I didn't marry my college sweetheart. So when or did I? And did I meet my soulmate already? And if I did, damn, that's messed up, because now anybody else I meet, they just a mate. They won't ever just get to my soul. So I, as I sat there and thought about it, I kind of started feeling, I started feeling kind of down and or dejected about, did I actually meet my soulmate? And if I did already, damn, I'm screwed. So any lady I settle down with, she's just a mate. She will never make it to the core of who I am. That's not fair. So then I started thinking about it. Then I came across this article, 18 signs you have found your soulmate. So number 1, you just know it. So I just know it. And within the number 1, it says you should feel energized by their presence, comfortable enough to be completely open and just giddy with love. Have I been completely open and just giddy with love? How long? How long did I need to be completely open, and how long am I need to be completely giddy in love? All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, they're your best friend. A friendship is the best foundation of any relationship. So my soulmate should be my BFF. Okay, all right, let me see. All right, and just moving forward now, I'm up in my 40s. So when I decide to settle down, or if I settle down, if I get the opportunity to settle down, so the first thing, I will just know it, because I'm going to be completely open with her and giddy with love. Okay, all right, okay, because she may be my soulmate. But number 2 is she's going to be my best friend. She's going to be my BFF. So that means if she's going to be my BFF, so one of the things that I like as a single guy, I love football. I'm a football guy, so I love my Pittsburgh Steelers. So that means she's going to have to be down for the cause with my Steelers. And on football season, she's going to have to be down with sitting in the sports bar watching football with your boy. Okay, I'm an avid golfer. So that means she's going to have to, she's going to want to go, hit a couple of holes or run, go a couple of rounds with me on the golf course. Or she just may have to like Topgolf. Okay, so I'm an active dude. So she gonna like to work out. She gonna have to. So okay, because if she my best friend now, and I could be saying this all wrong, but if she my BFF, she gonna want to be down and be up to hanging around me. Okay, all right. Number 3, you feel a sense of calm when you're around them. First of all, it's butterflies and then nerves at first. But after you get comfortable with each other, it just feels natural. Okay, I could dig that. So when I'm around my soulmate is going to bring a sense of calm. Even though I've had a bad day, even though these students that drove me crazy, even though the car is putt-putting and the dog done peed on my new sneakers, but when I get around my soulmate, I'm going to be calm. Or she going to have a bad day. She can have a bad day doing whatever, and she have a bad hair day, and her nail popped off, and her blouse popped the button, but when she get around me, she going to have a sense of calm. Okay, that's number 3. That's okay. All right, number 3. You have extreme empathy for them. Okay, all right. Extreme empathy. Seeing them upset upsets you. Seeing them happy makes you happy. Okay, so when my girl is pissed off, that means I got to be pissed off too. Or I could be like, dang, baby, why you mad? You ain't date. Oh, hell no. We need to go shoot them. All right, let's go. Oh, and she's happy. I'm like, you happy too? I'm happy. I'm happy that you happy. Why you happy? Because I'm happy that you happy because I'm happy. Okay, all right, okay, all right. I see that. Number 5, you respect each other. Now that one I can see. Your soulmate should regard your feelings and ideas and not write them off. So that I get. Okay, I feel that one because respect is high and should be high within a relationship. Okay, I can dig that one. I respect that one. Now, you understand? I respect that one. You balance each other out. So if I'm chill, she should be anxious. She should be your yin and yang. What it basically says is they're basically your yin to your yang. Now that one I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit on that one. I'm gonna tell you why. I went out on a date with this lady, and we were sitting there, and we had the conversation about soulmates, and this was many moons ago. And as I remember it to this day, that's why I think this chick never called me again because of what I said. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I said. She said, well, if you're looking for soulmates, you need to have someone that balances you out. You need to have a yin and yang. So I sat back and I thought about her yin and yang scenario. So I said, wait a minute. So I need someone that's my yin to my yang. So that means if I'm yin and she's yang, that means she's opposite of me and balancing me out. She was like, yeah. So I was like, nah, I don't agree. I don't believe in that. I said, because if I'm a great dude and everybody and people love me and they're happy for me and they want to be around me and I know I sound like a narcissistic dude, right? But anyway, I was like, but if I have all these great attributes about myself, then why would I need someone the opposite of that to balance me out? So if I'm happy-go-lucky, I don't need a Debbie Downer. So she was just like, nah, I didn't like that. I said, nah, that's how it's coming out, that if I'm a yin, which I'm happy-go-lucky, I'm a great guy, then that means I need a terrible chick that's a Debbie Downer. She's just like, you just don't get it. I was like, from what you're telling me, I must not get it, because I don't need a yin to my yang. I need a yin, and if I'm a yin, I need another yin that's going to complement my yang in it, my yangness. All right, here we go. Number 7. You agree about important things. Okay, all right. I mean, I guess you do. You have to agree about important things because you need to see eye to eye. You need to be on the same page. And they say if you with your soulmate, you are totally on the same page. Now that one, I don't know, because once again, that kind of takes me back to my ride or die alpha down for the cause chick, because if you guys, what happens if you're not on the same page and you're looking at things from a different perspective? And if you are that type of dude that are open, and she's that type of lady who is open to different perspectives, so you're not necessarily on the same page. Okay, number 8, you share the same life goals. That one is hard. The reason why I'm going to say it's hard, because once we get into a certain age, I kind of feel that we are at a stage where some of us are looking for retirement, and we want to retire, so we're working towards retirement. Some of us are in a career where we're never going to retire. We love what we do. But at the end of the day, we want to be happy. So that one, sharing life goals, is kind of difficult, because, I can just take me by myself, is that I love what I do. And within what I do, I don't plan on retiring. But then if I meet someone who their number one objective is to retire, then that's not our life. We don't share the same life goals. Because I don't plan on stop working when I cross a certain age. I don't want to be at home watching Maury and them or Spring and them. I still want to work. Now, it may not be full-time capacity, but I still want to be on the grind. I feel like I want to still be hustling as long as I can hustle and hustle all the way to the grave. So that one, number 8, you challenge each other. Okay, motivation. And that's something that I just said back in my sexual energy, sexual chemistry podcast, where that one I do believe that you do challenge each other because you do motivate each other to push them forward in whatever they want to do. So yes, that is something I do believe in with a soulmate, is that you do need to motivate each other. So number 11, you fight for the relationship. Ooh, that one is good. You fight for the relationship. Wow. Now, if I'm fighting for this relationship, first of all, why in the hell am I fighting? If I'm at this stage of the game and I'm in a relationship, I don't think I need to fight for the relationship because the relationship should be harmonious. And I've said this, and you know the old adage is, it's us against the world, baby. It's me and you against the world. You know, Tupac said that. It's me against the world. So in a relationship, in number 11, fighting for the relationship. And I think that's what's wrong with us as we cross a certain age. We don't have the patience nor the time and the energy to fight for a relationship. If the relationship is for us and it's moving in the same direction we're moving, we good. The minute we got to fight for it, it's too much other shit we need to be fighting for. To 11, not to understand. Number 12, you understand each other's emotional language. Hell no. Because ladies, y'all some emotional creatures. I didn't say that, but I read in the book. Now, it's saying emotional language. I don't know if it's talking about love language. Okay, as I'm reading it now, yes, it's talking about love language. Okay, I got it. Okay, emotional language, that's not a good caption. Love language, yes. And I'm going to keep it 100. Not too many dudes. I know what my love language is. My love language is quality time. Yes, I took the survey. Yes, I went through the whole gauntlet of figuring out what my love language is. And mine is quality time with way in front of, and I don't know what the second one is. I believe the second one is affirmation, words of affirmation. But mine is quality time by a large margin. So seeing as though I know that, in each relationship or any type of conversation that I have with someone, with a lady, and we're online or we're talking, we're dating, and she said, "Well, you know what your love language?" I was like, "Yeah, mine's quality time." Oh, mine's is active service or active service or affirmation. I'm like, oh man, you are affirmation, words of affirmation. That mean I gotta tell you every 5 minutes I love me some you. Or active service, that means that I got to come over there and wash the car, wash the windows, clean the cat poop, because that shows that I love you. Oh, man. Can you just be quality time with me? That we can just spend it, just be in a resort. And I've got into an argument about that or a debate about that. Quality time don't mean nothing. No, I said quality time means that you respect the time that you have with that person, regardless if it's 5 minutes, 3 days, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, all the way to the grave. Time, because time stops for no one. Yes, but active service shows that you love me. Words of affirmation shows that you love me. So, yeah, understanding the emotional language or love language, that one, I believe in that one in a soulmate. That one. You're each other's biggest fan. Okay, that's number 13. You're each other's biggest fan. Yeah, I mean, a relationship would not be a good relationship if you don't have a cheerleader. If you don't have a cheerleader rooting you on through your ups and downs and trials and tribulation, you should be your partner's biggest fan. Yeah, I believe that one. You feel each other's pain. Okay. Yeah. I feel your pain. We say that a lot too. Like, I feel you, babe. Yeah, nah. What? And that happened? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, what you said was right. Yeah, baby, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Or and you did that, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now, when ladies say it, it's a different story because you can really understand. And I'm not gonna even knock it. When it said to me, "I feel your pain. I feel you, baby," I'm like, "No, you don't, because you ain't a black man. You don't feel my pain. You ain't a black man. I'm a black man." No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just pulling y'all leg. But no, I've heard that before. What gets into the gray area, which I've had this conversation before, when you get into interracial couples and couples not of the same culture. Ooh, that's for another podcast. But I will say, when you feel each other's pain, are you guys amongst the same background, the same culture? Because now we do live in a very diverse culture. So if I'm dating an indigenous chick and I'm from the Midwestern Indiana and I'm going through something, I have a Midwestern outlook. She has an indigenous outlook. So do she really feel my pain? So with that one being said, moving on, 15, there's intense chemistry. Ooh. So referencing back to intense chemistry, that references back to my earlier podcast that I have with sexual energy and sexual chemistry. So if you haven't listened to that one, please take a listen to that one, because that is clearly number 15, intense chemistry. Number 16, you're there for each other. Now that's kind of redundant because you're your biggest cheerleader. You feel each other's pain. So that one kind of seems to me that's kind of redundant. Number 17 is you're secure in a relationship. And I'm going to read what it says. It's totally normal to get jealous, but you should have 100% trust in your soulmate. Wow. 100% trust in your soulmate. Now, party people, how many of us, married or not, single, married, separated, whatever the case may be, how many of us at this stage of our lives has 100% trust in a partner, let alone a soulmate? How many of us have 100% trust in anything? So number 17 is kind of hard to conceptualize about 100% trust. And number 18, you just want to be around each other. Now that one I can dig that one. You just want to be, hey babe, what you doing? Oh, I'm sitting there chilling. All right, I'm gonna come over and chill with you. Or if you're on the couch. Now let me get me wrong. No, now this one here, number 18, kind of speaks to quality time in the emotional language. And this is just my perspective. Just being around each other. And I've said this before, and I've been in relationships where I've actually highlighted this. If we're in the same room chilling, you could be reading a book and I could be watching SportsCenter. That is still us being together. That's us being together. We're still there in the same room. Now you could be at one end of the couch and I could be the other end of the couch. You could be, watching. I could be watching SportsCenter. You can be reading a book. Or I could be laying on the couch watching the game, and you come and you pounce right on top of me, put your head on my chest, and watch the game with me, and then wind up falling asleep. We're just around each other. You could be in the kitchen cooking, and I could be in the kitchen getting some water, and I just happen to bump up against you, and I'd be like, ooh, my bad. We are just around each other, and we like being around each other. And couples that I've known that are successful, that's something that they do not lose or have not lost. When all comes and the shit hits the fan and everything else is still around them, there's chaos, those two, regardless if they don't like each other in that moment, still like being around each other. Now that I can honestly say number 18 is real. just the mere fact that you like being around that person and being in that person's presence, for better, for worse, or indifferent. Yeah, I just like being around her. Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah. Even though I can't stand her butt, she get on my nerves. Well, you know how y'all ladies say, I can't stand him right now, but that's still my guy. Now, all right, I got a funny story for you. All right, here we go. This is crazy. And it does play into just being around because, like I said, I've seen some successful couples that I always have to get shouts out to. And this couple, I have to give a shout out to because of what I seen at that very moment that represents that I believe that they're soulmates. Reason being, we was at a barbecue. And mama did the cooking. So me and Big Papa was sitting there in the backyard chilling. Now, me and him talking about rap music or something, whatever case may be, and we just chopping it up, me and Big Papa. So mama walked by, she gives him the dirty face. And so he looks at her, he just continue to talk. She walks by again. She's just rolls her eyes at him. So he looks at her, pays her no mind, keeps talking to me. Third time she walks by, she just stand you. He looks at her and continue to talk to me. Fourth time around, she literally jumps in his laps, puts her arms around him, kisses him on the cheek, and says, I can't stand your black self, but I love you. And I'm sitting there looking, right, the whole time, right, because he ain't pay her no mind. And she done went through all these changes after she done walked by him because, she's serving the kids and the barbecue and she making sure the grill is on point. He and I just sitting there just chopping it up. And she going through all these changes with everybody else in the backyard and the barbecue. And he and I is chilling. But when she got a chance to plop down in his lap, arms around him, kissed him on his face, and she said, I can't stand you, but I do love you. And so I said, Big Papa, is it like that? And he gave me that confident black man look. And what he said was, yeah, it's like that. I said, my man. And she's like, Chris, don't believe that. She just like, I ain't got no choice. I'm just stuck with this man. So he's like, baby, no, you can go. You can go. I'm good. I'm not leaving you. You ain't going nowhere. And through all of that, they just wanted to be around each other. Now, 18 is real. So, guys, I leave you on that note. One of the most positive ones, 18 signs that you are with your soulmate. Pretty interesting article. I will honestly say it was a pretty interesting article, pretty interesting topics as I went down the line. My last take on it is, and I've said this before to a group of friends of mine, I said, well, wait a minute, how can I find my soulmate if my soul is forever changing? I said, well, wait a minute, if my soul is a part of me, then I'm forever changing. That means my soul is getting better. So that means the core of me is getting better and stronger. So that means my soulmate needs to connect and get through all the layers of bullshit of me to get to the core. Now, one, is she going to be that patient? Two, is she going to be that strong? And three, is she that crazy to get through all of that crap and layers and bullshit to get to the core of me to understand where my soul is and how my soul functions and then to connect with it. So I leave y'all with that. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This is your favorite professor. Professor Allen is in the house, is in the set. Hope y'all are doing well. I see you when I see you. Support a brother, Jabo at jabogroup.org. Come check out my webpage. Download my podcast. And I'll holler at you. See you when I see you. Peace.